I do like how the what is it? The preference for the picks is now always first pick. It's been like this for the last few games of the finals now.
Fred, are you ready? Yeah, it's good like that.
It used to be always second pick, and now it's like because everyone wanted to hard counter the fucking drafts with the last.
And now it's always the cheese first phase.
All right, Fred, start the stream if it hasn't already started. All right, welcome to Game 3. We've had a 2-0 shellacking start the series, but in Justin and Jay,
going down
we trust.
Oh,
right?
it's standing fire.
That's right. That's right. So joining me for the draft phase, I got the Counter-Strike boys, Ray, Kenny, and Tucker. It's been ass kicking, but it's been a fun ass kicking, hasn't it?
That last game was actually quite close, considering how it turned out, and it was some exciting moments, I think.
Yeah.
Immediate ban on the Night Stalker, as I would as well.
So we need to do the whole like find my phone thing on Justin's MMR, right? Like where's he gone? Where's he been?
I think he was considering that what like Casper was is he Guardian now? Or Crusader, I can't remember. Guardian or Crusader, I'd say he was a bigger impact to Justin, so therefore Casper higher ranked than Justin, right?
Yeah, I think the MMRs are meant to switch as per the tradition, right? So now Justin goes all the way back down to Guardian or Herald, and Casper pushes on to Divine.
Yep.
All right, we see opening bans again on the Spirit Breaker and Tide, and the Night Stalker banned in return because, yeah, as Stu said, we all got a bit of PTSD of Hanju playing well above himself. Kenny, you got to give it to that offlane, that combo that Hanju's just been playing out of his mind, hasn't he? He's been playing really, really handy.
Yeah, it's been good to see him grow under my tutelage.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna pay it. He plays in a similar style to you, right? He plays in that similar heroes. And what do you think with all these 4 bans or 4 offlaners banned in the first phase? Pretty interesting, right? Like I talked about this at the beginning before the whole series started. It's an offlane meta normally in TD. We're reverting back to it, maybe also because the mids are too diverse a pool. What do you think, Kenny? What do you reckon we're eyeing on the 2 offlane matchups?
I think the offlane matchup, I think Centaur is going to happen because I think there's not too many other offlaners that. I think Slaughter and Centaur are going to be played, I reckon.
Yeah. And we see the Jakira going to Casper, which is a handy little deny pick from the Lap, right? Although Lap, like you were talking in between streams, that it would have been nice to see the Shaman again. Bane picked again onto the Milo. Ray, what do you think? Like, I love it, but I also hate it.
I think a lot of times he's been shoving this Bane pick because I know Jay, I guess like when we practice with him, Jay really does not want to verse a Bane, so he'd much rather have it on his team than the other team.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it's going to pick to like quite a bit.
Yeah. There's the Centaur pick as a deny pick, potentially. So, Kenny, what does that pool look like now? What do you reckon Hanju's thinking?
Slaughter.
Yeah, okay. Feels good. Slaughter's always a good pick, I feel. We don't pick it enough, do we?
I think Slaughter, it's strong in lane, but I think the main issue with Slaughter is that he definitely falls off if we don't keep up the farm. He's very, very farm dependent. He's one of the more farm dependent offlaners. So that's the one issue you have with him.
And not one of Hanju's mains, right?
Yes. I think one of Hanju's weaker points is his efficiency in farm past like the laning stage, because he has a mindset that he always wants to be ready to fight, ready to help out in team fights. So he definitely has a mindset to not farm as much, and I think that really hinders you as a Slaughter player.
I mean, a weak point sometimes, but really in this TD to date, it's been one of his strengths, hasn't it? It's like
yes, especially on heroes like Sand King and things like that.
Yeah.
It's very, very strong. You don't need too much farm on those.
Yeah, as Jess would say, he's always ready to fuck. Tucker, we get another Ember onto Tim. Feels bad. Back to back. I don't know. I'm feeling PTSD. Feels pretty good for Hanju. And there's the OD ban. What do you think the matchup needs to be to control this fucking Ember? What do we do? What do we do?
I think he goes back to Lesh. Lesh does okay against Ember.
Yeah.
I feel, because you got the physical damage with what was his second spell for Edict.
Yep. Can I
Wouldn't mind
just...
seeing Mars or what you call it as well on Hanju.
Oh yeah, not bad there.
Mars or Mag.
Yeah. I was gonna say the Mag. I thought if we're 2 games up, feels like a bit of and the Mag, the Empower onto the Ember,
Oh yeah,
You
that's
know?
what they said that actually. I remember them saying that they'd play Mag if they were 2 up. Maybe
Yeah,
they will.
not bad.
We'll see.
Odie, and there's just a couple of PTSD bands here from Sanking and the Drow coming out. All right, I'm feeling it. I can't believe we're getting away with all these comfort picks still coming through, but I guess that's the cost of banning out the offlaners, right?
Yep.
Just letting Tim pick whatever the fuck he wants to pick.
I think HJAF has they've conditioned Lockdown5eva to let Tim pick what he wants to pick at this moment.
Well, I think you have to.
Yeah,
You almost have to, right? But I wonder if the Ember is that special exception. I wonder if you can ban the Nightstalk and maybe throw an Ember ban.
I feel like the Ember is just too much.
Yeah.
Right now. He just gets so much done for the team. Like, I don't know. I think leaving the Sankey is okay as long as you have heroes to deal with it.
Yeah, but all things considered, the last 2 games, it's been the supports that have really stood out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Casper, and talk to us, Casper and Ray, like time and time again, providing that critical lockdown. That Milo is sexy, right? Like
I really want to see Earth Spirit come out here for Reho.
Oh yeah.
That Spirit come out, and to be honest, for Lockdown5eva, even like Rasta coming in here would not be bad because it like having Rasta is always good with like any Spirit heroes.
I don't know Tim that well, but if me and Kenny were 2-0 up, we'd be fucking around in this 3rd game. But Tim's not going to take any prisoners, right? He's going to be sitting.
He wants to win the money.
That's Spirit.
Yeah, me and Kenny would be drafting some dog shit right now. Or even Tucker, you know it, right? Like we'd be like fucking around.
Tucker would be on IO.
Yeah. Offlane Luna Tucker ringing in bells. We'd be just.
Hey, that was legit.
Yeah, 100%. But we'd be playing, right? We'd be looking for some. I don't think that's going to happen with Tim, though, is it?
I told you to go to Ags Refresh, and you loved it.
I loved every second of it. I would have played again, but Tim, it's not Tim. NG just really wanted that.
We pick all this weird shit and still have fun with it.
Ah, dude, those are TDs of days gone by. Truly. I want to be back on the cheese team. Let's be real. And we see the so the AM's not getting an absolute look in this TD because we know that Jay just unlocks this new level of retard on the AM. Just hurts everyone. And the PL out of play. We haven't seen the Medusa picked up, Kenny. You would have thought that by now we would have seen at least one Medusa game.
I think they're leaning towards it on Hanjo and Friends. They banned out the AM. I think if they don't ban it out in the next few years.
Oh, the Medusa pick.
Deny picked.
Yeah, interesting. So, Justin finally picking up a hero. Maybe he's discovered his balls. They just kind of slid away from his, scrotum and into his pocket. He's slipped them back in. Is he going to take us home?
I think that's a J Deuce, actually.
Oh, no. Don't tell me they ain't so.
I think they've solidified their roles in terms of Jay is the one who farms and Justin will be the one who makes the space. I don't think Justin will play the Deuce.
I don't know. You got to change something at this point. They got to change something at this point, surely, guys. Like, this hurts right now. You're 2 down. You have to experiment.
Is the definition of insanity.
Although they did cheese strat game 2, so points to them. The Puppy Troll has been pretty unkillable. I've got PTSD from the Puppy Troll and the NG Troll as well. To be honest, both played really well.
It's good against Dusar, but I generally don't like picking it into Bane.
Yeah.
It's been sleepless hard.
Like against Bane, it's very hard. You just Nightmare or you Fiend's Grip and your game's over.
Dusa can also get that Stone Gaze duration talent as well. You get Stone twice if you're altered into him.
I really like to see Rasta come out here for Lockdown5eva. I think it's a great hero pick.
Yeah. Why so?
You get Lockdown for Troll Warlord, you get Lockdown for Ember Spirit. They just make those 2 heroes quite sad.
I just want to say a Wyvern Lap, to be honest.
Wyvern? Yeah, that's another good one.
Wyvern? Plays a decent Wyvern.
Yeah, he does play decent Wyvern. I've seen him play a lot of it. What are the problems you see with both these drafts so far? What are the holes, Kenny?
The holes, I don't see a lot of AoE damage right now, or like damage at all, to be honest, on Lockdown5eva. They need to bolster their draft with some damage or some AoE damage.
Yay!
Well done,
Um,
Tucker.
Hanjo and Friends, I think their draft is pretty solid. I'd like to see maybe some sort of easy cancel for the Bane. I don't think they have that much to be able to reach the Bane right now.
You know what? We'll do that.
Spirit.
Tucker, what do you think about this mid matchup? Ember. Well, do you reckon it's a deucer? What do you? I think Justin has to pick a comfort hero.
I think so. I'd like Jade to pick PA or something, honestly, even though it'll be very farm heavy.
It'll be banned though for sure. They've not let PA a single time through.
I think the Pugna's coming out.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't mind the Pugna. I mean, it's another one of his comfort heroes, but I just think we just got to put Justin back into a role he knows very clearly. All right, there's the Lapwive, which is not a bad counter, right, against the troll.
Very strong against troll.
Yeah.
It's another BKB piecing.
And there's the Pugna ban.
As
There's
well.
the Pugna ban. That hurts. I just kill me now.
I think Leshrac would fit quite a bit of the roles in Lockdown5eva in terms of.
I don't think Justin feels himself on Lesh lately.
Mm.
I think his Lesh is so strong though. Once he gets in the rhythm, like his pushing ability is pretty strong on the Lesh.
I do feel right now too, Lockdown5eva, their team is lacking the catch needed to shut down an Ember Spirit and potentially an Earth Spirit. Please, Earth Spirit.
What about the Bristleback? Viper's still in the pool, but what about the Bristleback?
Not very good against troll.
Nah, I don't think so because he's just gonna get like either mana burned to not be able to kill spray by a troll warlord, or at the same time like he doesn't really have much to be able to deal with an Ember Spirit. Like he can't chase him down or anything.
Yeah.
And there goes his standoff.
I think if you really wanted to pick the PA, you'd have to really draft to win the lane, and I don't think they have that at the moment. Like,
Yeah.
if they wanted to pick a PA, I reckon Dazzle PA is super strong. Like that would bully the Mar. Like you wouldn't be able to like play your lane at all as Mar.
Feels like they get run down. They get absolutely run down
for
right
sure.
now.
But I think if you went with PA, I think you can't pick it right now because you wouldn't win your lane, and I think you just get overrun.
All right, what are the mids that are left in the pool then that we're looking at for Justin if he's going to play a different mid? Windrunner? Windrunner?
I think
Windrunner's not bad.
I think Quap is probably.
They have chains and net though. So
Yeah, I think Windrunner better over Corp right now because it does add another lockdown with the stun, which will, if they catch an Ember Spirit or whomever, helps out.
I think I prefer the Quap just due to the fact that it's less of a. They need more team fight, and
they don't have enough damage.
Windrunner right now is just very single target. You
true.
really need some team fight on this team.
Right now they're lacking damage, they're lacking catch, I feel.
Yeah, you need the Quap to jump and then slow and then do the scream. A lot of chain damage.
Can I say how interesting that Team Tim asked for first pick to guarantee the Jakiro? Like, that shows the importance that they felt of deny picking that hero.
Well, Casper's been playing great on it all tournament. Why not?
Yeah, but he's been playing great on every hero, but they wanted to take it away from Lap.
I think so.
I think they wanted the first pick because that's how the way the draft goes means that you get to see 2 picks before you
the Oracle.
before you pick your second hero.
Basically, it's
guess
an
that's
Ember
true.
Spirit too.
That's true. Yeah.
Damn, no Earth Spirit.
And then also you get to see their third pick as well before you pick your third pick as well.
Yeah. Oracle's a real feels bad when you play with the troll, right? Because it just gets to live forever, doesn't he? It feels if he plays well.
Quick question. If Troll ults and Oracle ults on top, is he considered as taking 0 damage? Because he's not losing health?
Yeah, but he'll get it all back if he's hitting stuff because he lifesteals a lot too.
Yeah, exactly. So
I don't think he'll die. There's no way he dies.
He'll be live forever. It's going to be really hard to kill him. I think that's a great pick.
Yeah, so you basically have like 15 seconds of invincibility.
Yeah.
It's a good pick, but it's not an Earth Spirit.
Correct. So therefore, it's the worst pick.
it is a hard dispel for Lane ult.
Yeah, that too. Oofed. That's great call, Danny. All right, Justin. Quickly, got 8 seconds. On. Name a hero. What's he gonna pick?
Quinks.
No.
Wow.
Well,
Yes.
there's your damage, right?
Political.
There's your damage. But
Oh,
might
the
come
good old Clinks. Here we go. I like it. I like it a
a
lot.
bit too late. All right, before we roll out, before the Counter-Strike boys leave, maybe perhaps for the last down today, your picks, please, Ray.
I'm pulling this to HJAF. I just feel like Lockdown5eva just don't have enough catch to deal with Crave right now. So
Yep.
I think Crave's going to have a free game.
Okay. Kenny?
HJAF, just because I don't think Lockdown5eva will make it past the mid-game, early game. There's just no team fight.
Tucker?
Yeah, it depends on Justin Scotty timing, but I think HF have the upper hand.
Yeah, okay. Kenny, you're the only undefeated picker right now, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Attaboy. That's it. All right. Thank you, Counter-Strike boys. Let's welcome into the hot seat NG, Stuart, Hillary, and Danny. Danny, talk to me. How do you feel Tim's feeling right now, your mate?
He's feeling himself.
I bet he is, bro. I bet he is.
Yeah.
Whilst
He's
Justin,
absolutely, yeah.
Justin's probably feeling the cold nylon between his fingers, right, Stuart?
Feeling a bit of depression is more like it. But
Yeah.
I think he's on a comfortable hero, hopefully comfortable. Milo's playing, his signature Bane. You have Jay on the Medusa. I think they're playing the comfort picks. If they go down on playing their best heroes, and that's fine.
Yeah, for sure. Hillary, you with us?
I am. Yeah.
Good to have you back. How's it looking from all the way across the Tasman?
It's looking 3-0.
Yeah.
Wow, what a call.
I don't see how they win unless it goes 60, 70 minutes on Radiant.
Yeah. I think, unfortunately, we've got Dominic Perrottet here in New South Wales. Lockdown is not 5-ever. Alas, only in Jacinda Ardern's world will this team prosper forever and ever. If there is a 3-0, that'll be the end of TD. And I think you'd have to say Team Tim probably goes down as... Team Hanju goes down as probably the most prolific winning team in TD history, the way they've dominated this tournament, right?
Yeah. They also have I think, even at the start, they had we all kind of agree that they have a very stacked, very good team. Very strong players.
Yeah.
Here we go. They're going to go for it. They're taking a risky play straight out the bat. I like this a lot.
Going up the hill, and unfortunately, Lap again. He's making a habit of this. Gets caught out, and it gets absolutely deleted. Windy's like, "Fuck this, I'm out."
Wow! Did you see the team's discipline? They waited for Crave to come and take the kill.
Yeah.
How disciplined they are.
Well, they're probably screaming at Casper, "Don't you fucking dare!"
Discipline or Crave yelling at them. Give me the kill. Give me the kill.
Yeah, and Casper's like, "Fuck you! I've been MVP of the series so far. Give it to me." Kill secured. Oh wait, we're not done yet. They're still contesting here on that triangle.
They're just gonna run.
Yeah.
They're just gonna run.
Oh no, they've only got one hero. They could get away.
Oh wow.
I mean, giving mid first blood, there's nothing more that tilts Justin. So,
yeah.
I think they're all motivated by that one, actually.
Well said, NG. Do you have any stats for us in terms of the Deucer in TD? It feels like it's been
I don't think it's been that successful. I think Team Milo's played it a few times and hasn't gone well, actually.
Hasn't popped off. All right. Let's start with the mid matchup this time, shall we?
I gotta say that this ward here, I'm not so sure about this ward up top, but just as a support player. Sorry.
All right, we'll get to it. Mid lane matchup. Danny.
Yeah.
What do you actually? You know what? Let's get. Yeah, it's a farm. Let's go to Hillary. He's the mid player here. What I'm freaking. Hillary, how do you feel this matchup goes?
I mean, it's already been called, right? It's just a fan fest.
Yeah. Only thing is, once Crave hits level 6, Mesh died.
Oh, 2-1.
Yeah, once Crave gets level 6, he'll be looking to gank, whereas Justin's more going to be just farming.
Yeah.
What I think is interesting, and I think I watched Crave do it against Justin as a co-op when they eliminated them last week or the week before, was that he kind of just he got that 6 right, and then he just went around dismantling Justin's team while Justin was farming. And I think this is going to happen again, honestly.
What's your itemization? Are you still getting an early ags here, or do you reckon he builds a very utility build, right?
You generally go Maelstrom, BKB, Ags.
Yeah.
Or if you don't really need the big, you can go Ags. You might go Lincoln's this game, depending on how the Bane goes.
Puppycat's wearing it up top, and the stun lands from the Centaur, but the Centaur, unfortunately, wears one too many hits from the tower. Top lane, you're the troll player here, NG. talk us through it. How are you feeling up against a Centaur Wyvern?
Oh, it's not that fun against Centaur because you got the retaliate, so you can't. Normally you trade pretty well because you have your fervor and you hit them and you can slow them, but with the retaliate, it's not that fun.
Not a good time.
But we can see a kill already on Milo.
There we go. Oh, Milo used his
Might
stick.
live.
Oh, Milo.
Oh,
Milo.
oh,
What a player. The stick gets him that little bit of health, allows him to right-click the Oracle down.
and quickly turns around the fight as well. Well done,
Yeah.
Milo.
Bot lane. Bane, Dusa up against the Mars Oracle. Hillary, how do you think this lane's going to play out?
Not a kill lane for sure.
It really, yeah, and it also depends on the ability of the Bane, I guess. Like, you know, like, because I would love to pick Bane in all my games for my supports, but it's a hero that works good in theory, but in lanes sometimes can fall flat if the person's not comfortable on it. So.
Correct.
It's hard to execute Bane well, I think.
Yep.
I mean, you look at high MMR players and
He's wearing a lot of damage here, and I mean, gets the spear off and survives, but Milo really positions the same way whether he's an ogre or a Bane.
oh my god, the snake!
Oh, 100, that's a misplay.
I think he's playing with Bane a lot better this time than last game. Last game was using his brain sap too early rather than right clicking and trading with brain sap. He's just using it off cooldown and like wasting the health regain.
Yeah, and it costs so much mana as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean that mid lane. Let's go back to the mid lane. Justin's got a level up on Crave already. Although Crave's just one creep away. Actually, it's only 2 creep difference.
I mean, Justin should do okay in lane. It's just he had AFK farms for ages while Crave tries to ruin everyone else's game. It's probably the difference. And a big, like 15-20 minutes.
Yeah, look, a triple stack with a big
here we
creep
go.
top lane.
Justin denies his water rune. Interesting. And he's
getting chased down by Flame Guard.
Oh no, Justin.
Oh, what a rotation there for the Oracle.
Right, best support.
Yeah, and then he also right clicks to get Crave out of the nightmare.
What a player.
That's a very strong.
This is what I'm saying, Ray. It's just like he's just on another level, isn't he? He's a real fucking sleeper. And he's got the sexiest voice in Rectum as well, so there you go.
I mean, when in the brief time of playing New World, Ray definitely had a very good game sense and strategic things about him, so not really surprised at how good he is at the moment. Oh, speaking of which, he's being gone on at the moment by Crave. Oh, sorry, Milo's being gone on by Crave.
Oh no, it's just not he does it again, takes the nightmare off him. So
interesting that he slept himself.
Yeah, don't know how I feel about that because I think Ray's too good for that. It takes the sleep off him immediately and allows Crave to get the last hit there. Crave now 2-0. But while we say that, Jay's having a great time in bot, leading the net worth there. Sorry,
Hanji plays a bit of Mars, but I don't think he's that comfortable on it. And sometimes when I played against his Mars, sometimes he tries to get last hits with his spells, but he doesn't also trade with them because they cost so much mana. You have to trade with them.
Yeah.
Another thing is
just
that
getting last hits.
at minute 0, he was like hitting the Bane at like triangle.
Yeah.
So he lost like half his health, had to use a bunch of tangos.
Casper's
Sorry,
go on, yeah?
Rayho only came in with like 1 set of tangos, so like the lane was kind of a bit weak from there. Coming in with,
okay.
No regen, no health.
Yeah, interesting regen battles going on this series. There's a lot of damage coming up from both the pods. Well, Lap and Casper, these 2 flapping dragons. Just look at them waging war. Lap now pops his burn, whilst Casper starts throwing. Casper actually wearing the damage over time battle there, actually, which is interesting.
I think Jakiro probably does better. Jakiro just does so much damage.
Yeah, the dot over time is just like...
What do you think about this triple stack that's sitting? Or is it quadruple stack? I don't know, it's fucking
Yeah,
weird.
I think once Windy gets Vanguard, he's gonna go take it. Once Windy gets Vanguard, like Troll can't do anything to him. Like with the Retaliate and Vanguard, like Troll just does nothing.
I remember like BSJ videos...
What was that, Hillary?
I barely can do anything right now.
Yeah.
I remember BSJ videos saying that like this stack here, where that stack there is not the optimal thing you want to have against the other team. It's pretty much you lose the lane if they're able to stack this big.
Yeah, BSJ, who's probably done more harm to Rectum than good. All right. Ray,
This
like
is a
that
really problematic lane for Dire, this top one.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
they did
siege
manage
So
man.
they have to pull it off. Well done.
Yeah, okay. And so let's talk about win conditions. Danny, when you look at this, who's on a timer? Who's got a clear win con? What do you think?
Well, obviously, Ray didn't have the late game with that Clinks and Medusa.
Yep.
So,
they just need to survive to minute what?
20?
Actually, I know Ray.
Medusa has free farm right now, so she can have like really big items at 20.
The battle of the small camp here in mid. While we're looking at the battle of the big camp up there at top, everyone fighting for this triple stack, and I think they're gonna come out pretty even for everything. Ice Spark catches Windy, but not enough damage to follow with Jimmy on very low health. Double damage spawning on bot room right now, and you know Tim's gonna pick that one up. I mean, Tim's been really controlling the runes, as did you, Hillary. Like, how important is rune control?
Oh, going up Justin,
no,
triple
like,
remnant.
Oh no.
Yeah. Hillary, how important is rune control in this situation?
Pretty important considering he used all that mana from his previous rune to jump
Yeah.
Justin. But
And here comes Bane, getting caught by the... Oh, is he going to be able to keep up? We got Oracle with his cooldown on his Fortune Tendrix.
He has brain sap, why doesn't he use it?
it's also a support thing controlling the runes.
Yeah.
Like, I think one of the things I noticed in playing in this tournament is, like, I think you might have made the point earlier that there's just not a lot of rotating.
Yeah.
Going along, and like that's something that would generally be in most high level games, right? So it is a little bit different to get that feel, but I think that's the first team that adopts that and really puts some time into like getting a 4 rotating a lot is going to.
I think Ben was incredibly good at it. What is he? On his lion, on his lion.
Yeah.
As was actually, I would say Ray, like this Ray, beautiful chocolate pan, is also really good at making those. As we did see, right? He rotated and killed the Clinks in this game as well. So it really sets them apart as fours.
And on the other side, like Milo rotates a lot as well, so it's like maybe that's the reason they're the top 2 teams.
Maybe.
And it's also something about like you wouldn't think an Oracle can gank, right? But it's not about the ganking. It's about the fact that it applies pressure at that critical moment when you hit those timings, and then the Ember feels he can jump it, or you steal the rune from the other mid laner. I mean, a Clinks doesn't really need a rune, right?
Oh! As
we just denying the rune.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw that, but last second deny there from Justin onto the Invis rune. It's gonna feel bad as a Clinks when you walk all the way down and then you see an Invis rune.
And Jimmy's having a pretty rough game, but he got the Possessor Mask, which is great. But then I think Clinks is also having quite a rough game. It's like a 10-minute mid maelstrom.
Yeah, I was gonna say you say mid. He's number 3 on the net worth, and he's 400 ahead of the mid Clinks. Right now he's number 4. It's not too bad. I don't think. I mean, what's the itemization in this situation? You guys think for the troll? Genji, what do you reckon we're building?
Diffusal, because of Medusa,
he's getting
maybe.
Diffusal. Yeah, probably. You probably get you probably go fighting build. I mean, like Battle Fury or Maelstrom's probably not going to do much.
Yeah.
Unless you want to try out farm them.
Here we go. Some action on Jay. Oh, they're just disarming him.
So in terms of itemization, Hanju's going for the armlet build, which I don't think it's good on Mars unless you're really winning the lane. It's really hard to sustain the what's it called, the HP loss.
Yeah,
You want to blink BKB, right?
Sorry?
I was going to say it's going to delay his timing. I think someone asked you about the BKB. It's just like,
You just want the blink BKB to be able to
or even yours is okay, just for the cash.
Yeah. Because the thing here, right, is that you've got 2 ranged cores. So if you can cut the team in half, one of the cores can't do anything because all their shots are getting tanked. So he can't do that without a blink dagger. It's
Tim's going on Jay. Here we go. Bot lane.
And he pops his ult, so he's just
Salty,
gonna walk.
right?
He's gonna walk that one off. But there are three converging, and
Oh no!
feels
Oh,
bad.
Hanju misses his ulti.
Yeah, well, Fred, take note of that. I want to see that in the highlights later on. Ray's just rightfully messaged me that we're seeing Jay queue up a Yasha into a BKB. That is a very early BKB on a Dusa, and feels
Maybe he's
bad.
baiting,
Tucker.
and getting the Dragon Lance.
Sorry, we're gonna give credit to where credit's due. Tucker is the one who pointed it out, but it's interesting, right? Because I remember you guys saying it feels really bad to pick up a BKB on a Dusa, right? The opportunity cost of that item slot really hurts, right?
BKB, yeah.
I mean, I played Dusa.
Looks like
She's
it's happening.
bot.
Oh,
There's the Bane ult,
grip.
but the Great Spear disjoints it, and there's the Wyvern ult.
They
to
go
hold
Crave.
the Crave's gonna run it off because they've got the Centaur ult, and it's just gonna be a dead Mars at the end of it. Oh, actually, they're turning back
Dead
in.
Milo. It's a dead Milo.
Yeah, dead Milo, and
no.
Mars is walking it off, and he's gonna
Hanju's-
armlet toggle because he's a G.
Oh,
There's
Oracle.
the Ursa. Sorry, not the Ursa. the
Wow,
Oracle.
Windy's gonna go down as well, I think, here.
Oh no,
What a
they're both
turn.
dying.
That's Team Crave.
The Oracle ult
Windy-
was not enough.
Yeah, Windy missed his stomp somehow. I'm not sure why. Did he get chained? Burning chained? Searing chains?
He must have. I don't think there was any other stuns.
What was
No, I
that?
think
That
he
was
just missed it.
that was a 2-for-1. So all's well that ends well there. Again, we're seeing a 9-3 start of the game. It's like every game it's been like a 10-4, 9-3, then a 7-4.
I was gonna say, I've been spamming Medusa lately. Not that I'm the best Medusa player, but I've never bought a BKB in any of those games, so... Maybe it's to get out of the Mars ult?
Yeah, it will be. But if the Mars is playing ahead, he just won't drop it until the BKBs get wasted.
I mean, Jay always builds a very defensive Dusa, right? As he kind of tries to right-click the Mars, and the Dire team are hunting this Bane. Fortune's End catches him, but it probably won't be enough, I'd say, as he jukes through the trees up to top tower, but they know where he is. He's
How's
salving.
Valve going?
Yeah, but that's not enough. There goes the freaking slide. Is that a Max Fist build I see?
Yeah, it's the slide with the chains and the Maelstrom proc did so much damage.
Yeah, but Max Fist is Max Fist, you know.
Perhaps Medusa's gone the BKB because Kling's having a rough game, so he feels like he has to participate earlier.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at his builds at TD, he's built like a Lincoln's, he's built a lot of defensive items on his Deuces. It's just how he rolls.
Like, you have a big league, you walk in and you do nothing, essentially. You don't have the damage, the output.
Yeah, you don't have the damage, but equally, I mean, the other way is to build really tank.
Oh, here we go.
And then they
Ice
just
Splash
ignore you, right?
a nice splash catch the Centaur, and there's Macrofire through into the middle of the Mars ult. The stomp lands on the Mars, but that Max Fist build really hurts. The Centaur takes down the Mars with him.
And then
Milo's gonna tick out, unfortunately. The Nightmare holding Crave in place. That Fist is doing a lot of damage. Hillary, like, it's just like, as long as you can hold him in place with that Mars ult, he's gonna come and rain hurt onto your supports, right?
Yeah.
I think the strategy here is what's correct at the moment is that Jay is continuing to farm. He's currently him and Justin are the highest net worth at the moment. I think the longer they drag out this game, I think the better it goes for them.
I guess the other idea I had on the BKB is just you don't want to
Jay,
get...
by the way.
Yeah, this is gonna be a dead Jay here. Oh, and the ult popped as well, which is really unfortunate.
You don't want to get troll netted with Diffusal, because the BKB will block both.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Troll is getting his diffuser now, so it's time to go.
And mid tower goes down very early. It's probably the first time this series that Lockdown5eva's lost the mid tower first, I think. But it's looking pretty dark, yeah?
Lose tower, lose game.
Yeah. Wait, was it? Yeah, take tower, lose game.
Tower,
maybe.
lose game?
Yeah.
It's gonna swap around.
Bit of flirting around this very warded jungle, so Milo knows better, and he just kind of walks it off. But they're going to get the value D ward, which is nice. Hanju now pushing down bot tower. Hillary, this pretty feels bad here. You know, mid tower gone, bot tower about to go. You're playing a Deucer, and your entire jungle's going to go dark, right?
So, Klinks is probably still going to get farmed.
Yeah.
Deucer is going to find it a little difficult. And even if she does end up getting good farm, the rest of her team are just going to drop off a cliff.
Yeah.
If this keeps going.
It's a worst case scenario, really, as a Deucer Klinks pairing is to have like 3/4 of your map dark, right?
It's just so much farm. Like,
Yeah.
it's so, you need so much.
And more importantly, Troll will just have the game of his life, right? He can do whatever the fuck he wants because he's got
Which is
so
what he's
much
doing at the moment.
Yeah, so
What
it's
he's
just,
doing at the moment.
it's pretty dark game to a must-win game 3 right now. There's the Fey Grenade onto the Oracle, and the Fortune's End onto the Deucer plays out in a weird little Mexican stalemate. I just what's the game? Win condition for Radiant at this point? I don't know. I can't see them digging themselves way out of this. Like, we talked about minute 20 something, Danny. We're pretty much there, and I don't think that's the timing right now, is it?
Yeah, that's alright. I meant a bit late, and that 20 was a bit early.
Yeah. What do you think? 30? Oh, Lap might get caught out of this point.
30, but I don't know, with the itemization.
Yeah. Oh, he gets the.
Yeah, but that's going to happen
But
there.
it's not the right ult, probably.
They see Jay. They're going to jump on Jay right now.
This is unfortunate with the ice bar.
Lock
Oh,
him down. Ulti gets popped up.
and the Macropire comes out in time, but it doesn't do
He's still
enough.
chasing.
You might be able to walk this one off
I
because
think
he
he's
runs
gonna
down the
walk
G2. Yeah, he even turns to farm the creep with the snake. That might be.
Here we
his
go, Hunter's gonna come in.
downfall. What was that from Jay? He just turned to get a snake off to get some.
And Jay's
last hit.
gone.
That is not the play, guys. That's not the play.
There were a few range creeps there, so maybe he thought he could get some extra mana from that. He
Perhaps.
may have got a little bit.
I don't know. I don't know if a little bit of mana is worth getting under tower. Or not getting out of tower, I should say. Troll, meanwhile, just doing troll things. He's gone with the Falcon Blade, which is an interesting extra pickup.
I think when you don't go Battle Fury, it's just for the mana.
Yeah, Windy's found him.
Good
But,
early item.
okay, fair enough. Windy's found him, but just denies a single raid the small creep and walks away. He feels a bit unkillable at this point, and he's not that far from his BKB either. With an Oracle, as we see, triangle being invaded as well, and so now, really, the entire map is dark, right? Justin's flirting with the idea of a fight here,
30 seconds.
and here comes Ember immediately. The BKB
BKB down.
yeah, the BKB
Hunter's
pops
going to go down. They
And
bait.
they
grip
they got the grip, and he got the Oracle save.
Saves.
What a player there, Ray, catching the Ember, and they're able to ice path and walk away.
And Justin's
Casper
looking for a kill. But no.
disengaging. Oh my god. That was almost like Danny, we look at that fight. Oh, there's a dead Bane. You look at that start of that fight, Danny, and you see the BKB reveal, you see Crave being caught out by the Bane, almost everything going right, and still nothing really coming out as a result of it, right?
Yeah. Just don't have the damage right now.
That's right. And also obviously the
Oracle
Oracle.
ult, yeah.
Yeah.
But like they got BKB on both Medusa and Jay. So Jay and Justin. So who's dishing out the damage? Not your Centaur.
Not the Centaur. It just doesn't feel like. I mean, I don't know. When you have Deucer, is Centaur playing a redundant role?
I don't think so. It's okay.
Would an Underlord have been better here, perhaps? They're pinging him out. They know where they might be able to catch the Oracle out here, but no, they're just gonna again.
The Centaur should be able to have a bit more roll now. He just got his blink. So hopefully he uses that to get on the back lines.
Yeah. I mean, what you want to do is force the Oracle to use that ult on himself or something, right? You want
Yeah.
to try and just not let the Troll or the Ember get that. That's the other thing. We talked about the Troll living forever. Maybe you don't even use it on the Troll. Maybe you just use it on the Ember, right?
Because if these two teams just keep clashing into each other, like straight into each other, they're not going to be able to stop the Dire saving someone and just dragging the fight out and then winning. So they really need, like, Centaur really needs to be able to threaten the back lines because Ember can do the same for the other team.
I think the issue is that they're also fighting 4v5 without the troll and not winning as 5.
They're not losing though either, right?
Yeah, but you're winning by the fact that Jimmy doesn't have to participate.
Oh, so you mean
And
like
Medusa's
Bane?
dying. Yeah.
They're looking for the Bane here as he runs past the rush pit. Milo just doing Milo things. Tim looking for him, trying to remnant pass, but Milo really breaking ankles here. Will he be able to get away? A nightmare.
Oh, nice sleep.
Oh, and
Makes it to
immediately
tower.
takes the sleep away, and he makes it back to tower.
Good Milo play there.
Yeah, they don't call him the best Spain rectum for nothing.
Definitely.
Alright, so we've got an interesting set of plays. 16-5 with a less than 1k net worth lead. We've got Clinks at the top, closely followed by the Troll.
Oh, stop by
double
Windy.
stun from the Centaur and immediate disengage. A lot of poking in this game of TD. Crave drops a remnant.
Justin's going in to kill the Oracle. Oh, just missed
The Oracle gets forced to save himself, which is...
Justin's going to take this mid tower because he's got a hard on for mid. There we go.
110 seconds, no false promise.
I think that's what we were talking about, Hillary, right?
I'd want to do something with that, but...
Yeah. Casper goes for the early shard. How do you guys feel about that? The early shard in Jakiro?
It's a pretty good shard. Oh, he's so rich. What the hell?
Yeah, he was 4-0.
Yeah, shard.
Is he now 5-0?
Boots. Yeah, it's just really good with the attack range talent.
He's almost got as much gold as both their supports combined. Alright, we got Dire absolutely descending down onto the radio, which does not feel good. They're gonna find the Centaur, and that is a chain stun combination. You do not want your Centaur going down like that. So Fortune's End, maybe, what is it? False Promise will be on cooldown, but the Centaur dead, they're not really going to capitalize it. They drop the Fortify, which delays the push a little bit. But they'll get another push before Centaur's back, so they might be able to get the tier 2 here. Ember already having dropped a Remnant as well, and Puppycat hanging around. He's already got his S and Y and his Diffusal, so he's hitting. He's hitting.
Oh, he's been found out. I think he wasted his grip.
Oh, there's Milo. He's dead. But
not a bad pick, but I think again the wrong.
Oh wow, is that an interesting?
That's so unfortunate.
Yeah, how funny is that? The Mars Bulwark? Is that the skill?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bulwark blocking the Jimmy Winter's Curse. So that was a really weird little combination.
Right, yeah. Dire's just looking here now to probably Roche and take either take top tower or Roche, but
yeah. T2's down.
Yep, here it is.
Do you want to talk about Radiant's high ground defense though with Medusa Clinks? Do you think they can just hold tier 3s indefinitely?
We'll say indefinitely, but it relies on
Skadi timing's not far off for the Medusa, right?
And Clinks has got Skadi in 100 gold.
They're sniffing. Justin's found, and they're sniffing.
You know, Justin knows.
For ages. We'll see if Windy goes in. He's hovering at the top of camp. Here comes Crave. He goes uphill. They must have vision up there. Yes, they do.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna go on this one. Oh, they have to go everywhere.
Oh, the blink's cancelled, so there's something happening about it. Hold on, they found the Clinks. But he's gonna pop the BKB. So this is his second BKB.
Early BKB. This is really bad.
Yeah, and no.
Stunned by Rush.
Oh, 100 goes down.
Yeah, but they get, there's a deleted. Oh, the Medusa ult being popped, and there's the Ray ult. Oh, wait, sorry, no. The Troll ult. How do they delete through?
I think Jay's gone. Yeah.
The time was already.
Oh, not that.
Oh, well done.
Oh, Milo with the sleep. Sleep on Troll. They have to back out now. Craig's gonna go in trying to find Milo. He's gonna find him, and Milo's gonna go down. The rest bail. I think that's a
BKB, so he probably has to bail.
I think that was a good fight in terms of for Radiant.
Yeah.
You wasted Aegis. You got the Oracle to buy back. You also got Mars down as well. So as good as it could have went for them, and they backed out when they should have. So
unfortunately, Puppycat took a really long time getting that rush. He kept getting bashed. I think Hanji needed to tank for him.
I mean, it was lucky he even got it. Like, if Jakiro didn't stun the Centaur, he might have killed Puppycat.
Yeah. Casper MVP.
Casper always MVP. As we say that, we get a smoke here for the Jakiro and the Oracle. And a courier sniped by Justin. So they know he's around, and they're sniffing him out.
So Medusa also has this money for the Skadi now.
Yeah, I think they double Skadi. They're going
They're
double
we go.
good
smoke.
on both.
They're circling each other. They know they're all there. They're baiting that creep wave.
It's gonna be a great ult by Hanju. Hanju's gonna drop them. There it is. But he's gonna BKB it off.
BKB walking herself out of it.
Yeah, the early BKB. But Windy Days is gonna pay for it. He's getting caught out.
Oh no, the Bane is the Clinks is slept.
Yeah, you need to take that off him on and.
Macro Pyre. And that's a
Oh no,
dead.
Justin got caught.
Oh, there's the
bad.
Bane
You
ult.
can get him.
Stop
They
it.
don't have damage
Just
for it.
standing in the
damage.
fire.
Oh no, this is
Yeah.
so unfortunate.
That was poor execution because they didn't take the sleep off Justin.
I think
No
they were
buyback
like,
with this Scotty.
Yeah.
they were like hesitant. Because I think Center wanted to go in, but the rest wanted to get out. Because-
Justin's gonna be absolutely furious with that Winter's Curse. I can hear him blaming the last 2.5 games on Lap as we speak.
No, but to be honest, like Wyvern ulti is very fickle. Like, it's me playing Wyvern a few times. It's difficult.
Yeah, no, I don't think
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
judge it. Yeah, no, I just say.
And I don't blame him like Lap for it. It's just like it's very difficult. Yeah, it's unfortunate, especially with the last one where he
Yeah, interesting that
ulti
they
to
won that
Mars.
team fight and they immediately smoked upwards. Especially with the lanes pushed. I wonder what they're trying to do here.
I think what you're trying to do is just make sure that all the lanes are pushed into the tower, so you restrict essentially their map control, and then you can pretty much do whatever you want. You'll see here, for example, Mars is going to try and like keep the lanes pushed, bot mid's going to be kept pushed, and then like you have Tim up here, top lane, going to push it down to and take this top tower.
Yeah, yeah,
You must squeeze them essentially for farm, and they can't go anywhere.
yeah. Hillary, let's talk about this high ground defense.
I mean, I would have definitely tried just then to poke some damage on the tower and see
Yeah.
if there's, because like they don't know there's. I mean, we know there's no buybacks, but
Yeah, but they
they,
don't know
they
that.
could have potentially tried to figure that out first before
Yep.
backing off. But
I think it's a bit earlier, right? The depth
Well,
are really short. You get a bit of damage, but you lose a lot of power.
You don't do it to necessarily take the tower. You do it to figure out what their level of willingness is to defend it, and if they have
I feel like-
buyback or not.
I feel like they're running out of time to go high ground. Justin's got his Skadi, BKB, Maelstrom, and a Chrysalis already. Like
He's already
Burning
really
Barrage
far.
is gonna wreck, anyone walking up high ground.
But like they can close out the map, and over
Yeah.
time they will be farming more than them.
Yeah, they do have a troll. You know,
So, like-
that's not a slouch of a hero.
Yeah, but the troll doesn't have farming items, so he doesn't actually.
Well, he's got his
farm.
BKB now as well, so he's pretty online for a fight right now.
So, like, I like comparing the spirits, like Void Spirit, Ember Spirit, and Storm Spirit, and how they differentiate. Like,
Yeah.
Ember's really good at like dealing with the side lanes, like fixing the lanes, and he also went tribals, so it's a lot harder for them to push out the waves. He
Yeah.
just cuts them and stuff.
And not just that, he seems to do it with impunity right now because he knows he can dodge anything that comes his way. Although the Bane ult has been catching him reliably, he'll just push out the lane right in front of the Centaur.
Well, Seven Sun's pretty slow. Like you can
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
run out.
I think he just knows that like the amount of heroes it takes to take him out means that it's worth it in the end.
Yeah.
Space
And
creativity.
if Oracle's behind him, doesn't matter.
Well,
Yeah.
there's Justin in his favorite spot being chained by Tim, but nothing will come of it.
They're just both doing the same, trying to shove these lanes out. They know they can't really kill each
Like-
other, but
Shoving out mid now behind the heroes.
Yeah. And Justin's cutting waves as well.
Yeah.
That's Justin does.
Justin is finding the farm, isn't he? He's finding the farm. He's going for a second. That's his
Oh,
third.
kills a courier.
Yeah. What was that? Unjuice. He's going for it. Is that a hex stick? What is
Yeah, I
that?
think it's a hex. It's a
Yeah.
shiv stick.
Yeah. All right. I mean, hey, it's minute 30. They've made it. Danny, what do you reckon? Is that game turning for you?
I think it's not over. Like, Justin's playing is a lot better than game 1 and 2. Like he's making it really annoying for Dara.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's feeling
Murder
confident.
Plus has a 50-50 exactly, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Justin's playing a lot better now as he plays. He knows. Oh,
Oh,
wait,
they've caught him.
Find that! Wow.
BKB, and they don't have any BKB cancel. So, both of them TP side by side. Oh, but he TP's down to the tower, which is I did not expect.
BKBs that he used.
Yeah, he knows. Wow, Tim's decision making is just like instantaneous, isn't it?
Immortal level.
Yeah, he's diving in, and here comes the troll. They're taking it.
BKB,
Yeah, this is very clever here. They just know that this is their slot. They know that it's slipping away from them, and that tower is only a few hits away. And Jimmy's already got 12 stacks of fervor onto it. So I wonder if they're going to go chop it down. Nope, he's going up to farm.
I think Justin's playing a lot more comfortably this game. You can see him do exactly as he should.
Yeah,
cutting waves, farming, and
but they pretty much lost it. They pretty much lost the tower off that one single dust, right? So
Justin playing a really great position on.
Oh, they've got him.
They've got the ray.
Wow,
There's the fortune. Sorry, the false promise to save him.
His ulti, and then the ulti.
BKB online. He's still on 12 seconds cooldown. This might be. Lap. Oh no! Amazing there from Lap to actually disengage and give Justin the time to catch up. He will pay for his life, but that's probably.
Jay's might die here.
Jay
Out of mana.
Caught him.
This
Milo's caught the Ember, not enough damage to go on them, and Milo's going to pay for that now.
Yeah, and Lap gets the frost off, but he's going to... Oh, Jay, what are we doing there? Lap did all the hard work there, saved everyone. Great work there, Lap, but then Jay said, you know what? I've got plans for dinner.
I mean, Lap kind of did heal Justin inside a macro player. But, like, yeah, I don't know what they're doing. They were defending so well, then they decided to walk down and...
Yeah, they should have just backed off. As soon as Lap's ulti, to just back off, back to high ground or something.
Now, both towers here on like 10% health, which is not a great situation. There should be... And there's a Deucer dead for 50 seconds. You're talking about high ground defense. This is the time for them to make hay, even through probably the back door, but that already is down. So they're going to get a Rax off the back of this. Lap is getting absolutely melted by this Arctic. Sorry, by this frost. Holy shit sticks. Look at
flame gun.
Bomb. Vanguard and Remnant Bomb,
yeah. And here's Puppycat. Only pushing. Quick shout out for the artwork that's sitting in the middle of Lockdown5eva. It's a great piece there.
Who's on the Lena Tower, Pete?
That's Tim. That's Tim. That's the tilting tower of Tim. And that's Dustin there tilting it over even further. Unfortunately, it's been anything but in this TD series. And
I think they need to swap the photos.
Yeah, I was going to say. I think very well said. Very well said, NG. So they take the tower and one Rax. They take the melee Rax and off they go. Is Rush back up? Not yet. Not yet. He's back in a minute though, and that's going to be a pretty scary timing, I think. Yeah, you're right. There. Weird little fight there with when they caught the. Yeah, Smoke and Raiden, they might catch Jimmy here, because Jimmy's kind of hung back to take the small cam, and Justin's very fast, but Jimmy's weaving, he's also fast as well. They're looking for him. Michael Massey, they used the thing ult, is he gonna... They got the Bane ult onto him, and he's not gonna be able to do anything, but there's the... False promised, what a player. Jakira will save his life. Jimmy says, thank you, I'll take your offlaner in return. Just Jay... finds himself in the weirdest position once again, pops the BKB.
Justin has no ulti to do damage.
Yeah, he's already used his ult as well, so that's a dead juicer. I don't know what drugs Jay is on.
But I want some.
He chased way too far.
This is a little bit of the problem, is the Clinks and the Medusa do the same thing in these team fights. They both just want to hit. And both need a lot of farm. And so they're just basically ignoring Justin now. But, he's got all this damage, and they don't care.
Yeah. I think I shouldn't have coached Jay all those games. He's playing like me now.
You're a great player.
All those paid coaching sessions. Not paying off for Jay right now.
Minus MMR.
Yeah, the ultimate pyramid scheme. Learn to play like an Archon 2. Alright. 2 towers, 2 racks. There's a rack for free, and it's really looking like we're gonna have to quickly think of dinner plans because TD is not stretching past.
I think that once this bot rack is taken, I think you can just call game.
If there is a team to play against Megas, it's probably gonna be Klink Seducer, but they're gonna catch the Justin.
Caught out.
They speared him too far.
Great.
Oh my god, it's coming out of this. Oh, okay.
Oh no, the BKB saves through the Arcane Curse.
Oh no, Tim comes
Oh no, this isn't. You know what? We might as well finish this game on a big oh no, because it has been a big oh no, hasn't it? It's just
in. Yeah. Oh
has played
no.
out. Oh no.
Oh
Yeah, they-
no,
like I
standing
Oh
guys.
no.
Oh no.
Oh
He's surely gonna call GG at this point.
Oh,
Justin
no.
slap. The wheels on the bus do not go round and round on Hunt. Oh,
He's just gonna be furious at lap for the
well,
win.
I think Lad can be furious at Justin for games 1 and 2. So you know what? We can go 2 ways.
Okay, another no. This game's
Yeah.
GG, welcome, thank you to
There we go. It's a
TD
3-0.
champions.
3-0 win to Team Tim. I'm not even going to go through it, but let's do some MVP calls. What do you think about the series, Hillary? Who would you give your MVP to?
Ooh. I'm going to be a real sad guy here and just say that I'm going to go with the easy one of it was actually the entirety of Team Dire this game.
Yeah.
Friends. I think they played so well together.
Yeah, execution was definitely on point.
Like I don't want to call anyone player out. I think they were all really good. So
Yeah. Hanju? Oh, sorry, Hanju. Stu? Sorry, I just gave you a bit.
I agree with Hillary in terms of yeah, but if I had to pick the Dire, it's gonna be like Casper, right? Like Port is really always there in fights, never like pretty selfless, very disciplined. I think Casper's done a really good job as a Port, so well done.
You mean at this series, but in this game?
Oh, in this game, sorry. Oh, in this game.
Yeah.
That's hard. Like Hillary said,
I mean,
it's just...
you got a 14-0 Ember Spirit, so...
Yeah, you have to give it to Tim, but I mean, it's the whole team. I think they just played really solidly.
Danny?
Yeah, I agree. The whole team played well, but I mean, Tim obviously just popping off and feeling himself.
Yeah.
We're just like, we know that he's going to play well. Like,
Yeah.
we
No
know
one
that
wants to
he's
give him MVP. Fuck that.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I could segue this into like tournament MVP, and
Yeah.
I think it's Puppy Cat.
Yeah.
When we were thinking about how to beat 100 and Friends, our game plan was let Crave get whatever he wants and just completely shut off all Puppy Cat's heroes as much as we can. Like, it's something about the combination of you can't deal with them both, so you've just got to really deal with the player who's more likely to be put out of their comfort zone. But when he has been in his comfort zone, he's farmed, he's played, and the stats back him up on this. He's had the highest GPM, I think, for the tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Crazy
I think
considering his medal, as far as I'm aware.
yeah, I think no one expected him to do this well as POS one.
well done. Well played, Team Tim. Congrats, and TD champions.
Danny just wanted to say.
Not muted, by the way. So if you can unmute them, we're in the wrong channel.
So who's your MVP, Danny, for the tournament?
I mean, Danny just wanted to say Tim, so you could say that he's feeling himself. But you know,
he is feeling himself.
He is feeling himself
in both senses, like in Dota and probably.
I feel like Oracle played very well that game, though.
Oh yeah,
Oracle.
Oracle, I mean, cancelled out the Bane. Like,
I'm gonna say I think Casper was probably one of the best POS 5s of the tournament. I reckon Ray was probably one of the best 4s. Hanju played probably one of the best 3s. Tim was probably the best 1, and Jimmy probably was the best carry. Like they literally played in every single one.
I think HJAF drafted a lot better as well.
All right. Anyway,
throughout the tournament.
Dude, when we were drafting, we wanted to say like, we got no idea. We're just doing whatever.
I guarantee you guys were not doing whatever. I bet Tim was up late last night.
He was up late last night getting all his tilt out.
Yeah. Anyway, the real MVP are the students of New South Wales, because now that Tim's in a really good mood, they will not get harassed.
What do you mean? It takes it out all of them so they can do well better.
Excellent. All right, guys. Well done. Close the stream. That was an unfortunate series, but
signing off.
Yep. That's boys.
Congratulations.
Milo should have played E-League 5, man.
Yeah, bro.
That was why you guys lost.